Republican politics, all uneducated voters are Republicans. That is now playing. So now all the Democrats do. Or one of the things he'll have in his off-year election is that college educated voters are the most reliable voters. Okay, in off-year elections, that's just the way it is. The Republicans are going to have to figure out a way to grapple with that as well. Final point for me is that it's looking. For example, Speaker Johnson today came out talking about the shutdown, and then he also commented on Zohar Mamdani, and he said, "Well, they have a part to this."
Just a minute. Good evening, Jim. Boone says hi. He's right here under the desk. Right, Booner? Yeah, I know. Say hi to Jim. Hi, Jim. Say hi, Jim. Hi, Jim. Hi, Jim. Hey, he wants to go out. I'm going to let him out right back. Well, hi, Chris. Okay. Jim, tell my buddy Boone I said hi. Yeah, I did. He's a good boy. A handful, but a good boy. Right, Boone? Get in the house. Come on. Boone, get in the house. Come on. Boone. Boone, get in the house. You're letting all the cold air in. Come on. Get in the house. Come up there, lay down. Lay down. Well, we got lots of people here, right? 5 people watching. Oh boy, it's going to be another one of those nights, I can tell. That's all right. It is what it is. I think there's some other people that are on tonight. Could be wrong. So, yeah, I just got back from flying a ship. I walked in the door at 5 o'clock and ran around and got things organized, and then got Boone his dinner. And so he was fed. And so everything seems to be going okay on this end. Not so much as far as people over there, but yeah. Recovery drones. No. 15-minute show this morning, but that's because I had to go and catch a couple of ships. And this time of year, there isn't a lot of shipping going on. In fact, I've gotten 2 ships today. The first one I got this morning was the Sam Loud. Then I got the Joyce Van Ankevort. And then I just came back from getting the Walter J. McCarthy Jr. 1,000-footer. That's an American steamship. Hey, Dre. How you doing, buddy? Good evening, Dre.
Hang on a second here.
Okay,
Let me
take your time. We
Yeah.
got nothing but time.
Well, the reason why I was barking at you, because I don't think you were even on 15 minutes. It took me 5 minutes to realize I'm watching a replay.
Well, I started the stream early because I needed
Hang on a
somebody
second.
to come on the stream and cancel it while I went and got 2 ships, but didn't get
The
anybody.
reason
So
why I was barking at you, because I don't think you were even on 15 minutes. Hang on, Paul. I gotta get something done here.
I started that.
Go ahead. Can you hear me okay?
Yep,
All right.
little bit hollow, but that's all right.
Yeah, well, no, my computer's been messed up since Monday. The IT guy finally came in and got it squared away. So everything's not the way I used to have it, where I had got the 2 screens, but when I just came on, one screen covered up the other screen, and I can't minimize the stream screen.
Okay.
So I had to shut off the YouTube feed. Yeah, I caught myself coming. I came early this morning, turned you on about 7 or 8 after, and I'm seeing you adjusting yourself and everything else. And I'm like, okay, how come you ain't made no noise or anything? And then I realized about quarter after, I'm watching a replay. I was like, he wasn't even on 15 minutes. I said, he wasn't on a hot second this morning. So you saying about you had to go catch some ships this morning, huh?
Yeah, there was 2 of them coming in a row, and I wanted to catch them because when I checked the ship traffic,
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't any other ships until I just got now this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Because this time of year, Dre, they're kind of far and few between.
Well, yeah, the waters are getting a little colder. Next thing you know, by the end of this month, you'll be having ice. Most likely.
Well, you know what? the weather report's calling for ice and snow this weekend,
Oh, wow. Could have an early winter, huh?
Saturday and Sunday.
Hmm.
That doesn't make me excited.
No. I understand that. So anybody who's in the chat, I can't see the chat, so forgive me if I'm not answering any questions or responding. I have to figure out what is going on with my system. There we go.
Here comes Mark.
There, Mark.
Hi, Paul. Right. He
Hey.
was. He did 18 minutes. It's just that he started at about 10 to.
Oh, okay. Is that what the whole deal was? Okay, I'm trying to get my stuff here squared away. Okay, we'll get rid of that.
Because I did the same as you. I came in at about 20 past
Oh,
Yeah.
Brenda.
and went, hang on, there's no chat.
Yeah, and to see, I was busy fitting around my desk and doing other things. I wasn't paying attention if there's a chat or not. So, yeah, I was, sitting here for a few minutes myself. Okay. There we go. I can at least see. both.
JDS, what are you up to? He retracted his message.
Mhm. So, there we go. Let me turn it off. There we go.
Brenda says, hi, Mark.
But when you do things like that, Paul, you make me worry like something might have happened to you or whatever. And so this is what happens when you become a picture in people's lives.
Well,
When you
and
don't-
it also happens when you get older. You don't know when's your last day going to be. You know.
But that's the whole point. When you don't stick to your scheduling, you make the rest of us get concerned.
Yeah. If you're not going to come on live, at least post a message saying you're not.
You know, as what was David's famous saying? Tell everybody to pack it in and see you later.
Here comes Dominic.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Dominic, how you doing, buddy?
All right. Finally
I'm
got away from the stuff I was doing.
How's it's getting warmer there, isn't it?
Slowly. We had one that was exactly 90 degrees, and then we've been in the 60s and rain for the last 2 days before this, and we're finally getting some sun.
Dre, you
Unbelievable.
still got warm weather, don't you?
It's perfect weather right now. It's right around 72 degrees.
Bad here, yeah.
It's gonna be in the 70s and low 80s all weekend. And my wife and I are going to Vegas for the Las Vegas meetup. So we're anticipating some nice weather.
There you go.
Yeah, we've had a warm day today. It got as high as 13 degrees.
Nice. We've had that for the last 2 days.
Hey, Dre, where do you stay in Vegas?
We have a timeshare up there, so I stay at the timeshare resort,
okay.
which is just about a quarter mile east, I should say, east
So you
of
don't
South
have
Point.
to. You don't have to stay in a casino high rent district, right?
No. Like I said, we have that timeshare thing, so we stay at the timeshare and and relax and everything else. Like I always tell my wife, I said, this allow us to be able to have a little extra spending cash. I mean, we pay our dues throughout the year, but when we want to go somewhere, if we have a timeshare close by or in that city, that's one less expense I have to be concerned about.
Do you use that timeshare mainly for swapping with other timeshares?
No. We have one by, I think it's Worldmark, and they have quite a few, resorts throughout the United States, overseas, Europe. So most of the tourist areas, they got something in that city or just outside of it.
But it seems to be a big thing that people get a timeshare. And after
Well, I
they've
guess,
stayed a couple of times, all they do is use it so they can swap with other people in other places.
yeah, there's a lot of them out there. And the big thing is how you use it. You know, if you're a person who travels a lot, or, you know, my wife and I are starting to travel a little bit more as we're getting to the end of our careers. So like I said, it's a real nice convenience and everything. And the ones we have, most of the places we stayed at are more like apartment size to where we got full size kitchens, you know, dining area, everything else would be all self-contained if you don't want to go out and spend money on breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
So you can cook right there. They provide all the plates, utensils. They have, you know, everything, like I say, full stove, microwaves, dishwashers. So you can go to the grocery store, save you a few dollars, buy what you're gonna need for how many days you're gonna be there, and you never have to spend money eating out if you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
And like for me, I mean, ours started within the family, so it started with my parents, and now they have, you know, handed it down to me and my wife, and I've even done some things for my children if they want to stay somewhere. You know, like my one daughter wanted to go to a convention down in San Diego, so I just booked her a spot. You know.
Yeah.
'Cause you know, my parents, you know, being in their 90s, they're not going anywhere on a timeshare. So my wife and I have been using it mainly for the last 5, 6 years.
Uh-huh.
And I've stayed in places in Virginia, primarily here in California and Las Vegas. You know, from San Diego all the way up to Salt Bay, California.
Mm.
I plan on taking a trip to Flagstaff, Arizona, probably in the next year or so. I want to look at some property out there. And this way I got a place to stay while I, you know, conveniently go as we look for property.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, I mean, and if I want to go like a place like Hawaii, just gotta find a good date to go book it, and all I gotta do is pay for transportation and get there and back home.
Uh-huh.
But my wife's not too excited about flying these days.
Well, now there was something in the news. I got a notice that they're cutting back on flights because of the
Air traffic controllers,
yeah.
not enough to go around. And this is what happens.
Well, what didn't an airplane crash yesterday or something?
Yeah, UPS cargo plane crashed in Kentucky yesterday. So if anybody ordered anything that had to go through Kentucky, Lexington area, your package may be delayed.
What happened to that one that was its landing gear wouldn't come down and it was circling?
I don't know. I haven't heard the details on this one, Mark, so I couldn't tell you exactly. They said this one crashed shortly after takeoff is all I've heard. So that means it was fully fueled and everything because it was a major fireball.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
No, never good. And they say this one was a mechanical error, so it had nothing to do with the air traffic controller, according to the FCC chairman, not FCC, FAA chairman today when he made his news announcement. But the only thing he gave me was that I remember, you know, early the year how they were forcing people out and terminating people with that DOGE stuff, and now you don't have enough to go around. I'm like, yeah, like I say, you never know that stuff come back to bite you in the butt. And now, because he's making now today how they're offering bonuses to people to not retire.
Oh,
I'm like, ain't that something? That's how it is. That's how it is. So I'm sure, Randy, I'm trying to think of his, online name, I know he lives in Virginia, doesn't he, Randy? Used to come here quite often for a
I
while.
thought he lived in Maryland.
Yeah,
He lived in Maryland?
Mad Props is in
Maryland.
England, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he lived in Virginia and stuff, cause I know
No.
he probably, cause I'm sure that those guys are pulling their hair out over there in Virginia.
Jason lives in Virginia.
Jason, Rodney Bell, both in Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There is somebody else as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
I,
I'll have to catch up with Randy probably later tonight. He'll probably be on, Bill's show, Coast to Coast, later on tonight.
mm,
Yeah, he will.
He usually is.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's been going on in the land down under, Dominic?
well, it's a nice and sunny day finally. After we've had a couple of really nasty days, we had a pretty big horse race 2 days ago, and that was marred because of some poor weather. It's a shame because the year before it was nearly 90 degrees.
Hmm. Well, it's good for the horses though, not to have it so hot.
Yeah.
But then you got to worry about if it's been raining. You worry about the track. They run on turf grass or just mud.
No, it's turf grass.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's probably one of the few sports that has transcended across almost every continent on the planet. Is horse
Mm.
racing. You can go to Europe for horse racing, Asia for horse racing, America horse racing, down Australia horse racing.
Oh yeah, the Arabs are big on horse racing.
Yeah. You just about go anywhere on this planet, get horse racing. And I think I truly believe it's not so much the sport, but the gambling that goes with it.
Yeah.
We got places here where I live at. I guess they call them, it's not really casinos, but it's a horse betting facility.
Horse racing facility?
Yeah, it's a horse betting facility, not
Oh,
racing.
it's just a betting. It isn't. There isn't actual horse races going on there.
No, not an actual track, but you got all these big old giant screens doing horse racing from around the world.
Okay.
And then people go in there just like going to a casino and they're betting on horses and everything else, watching these races.
Yeah, we've got them all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But we call them betting shops, but the official name for them originally was turf accountants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We call it the totalizer or the TAB over here now.
So where's our little son Justin at today?
I don't know. He's been kind of hit or miss for a while. He gets home. He gets home later in the evening. You know, after he's doing his bus trip. It's 5:30. Usually between now and 5:45, he pops on. But he hasn't.
Okay.
He hasn't the last few days. So I don't know.
Well, I know I mentioned, he had talked about earlier in the week, or maybe it was last week, he said his driver was out and he had to do some makeup or whatever.
Yeah, his driver came back, but he was doing extra runs.
Hmm.
Justin is in the chat though. He said they had a 26-bedroom house in Vegas. It wasn't much, but it was all we had. That was back when Justin used to live in California or Vegas.
I'll leave him alone. I was gonna say something, but I'll leave him alone. 26-bedroom house.
Yeah, it was called a dormitory.
Well, I was gonna go with the bunny ranch, Mark.
Justin, are you coming on? Here comes David Birdman.
Dichroic glass. No, I work with a craft activity. Yes, I absolutely do. I haven't got it with me, have I?
Hello. Hello, David.
Right, pack it in.
Yes. I'll just have to come back.
And even though I was going to come in and say, hello, Dre, who's upset you tonight because you're very well dressed, smart, and you're in your legal attire like you're ready to pounce and.
Well, he's in his new office in the downstairs in the basement.
I'll give you a better view. Let me see other camera shows. There you go.
Oh yeah.
See that big old massive truck there? That's a Vector truck.
Yeah, from here it almost looks like an HVAC truck, but it's not.
Yeah, it pretty much the same type of frame, but this one sucked up all the crap out of the storm drains and sewers.
Out of the sewers and the streets, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim. Hey, Brenda.
One of the main companies is called Vector, so that's the common name for those type of trucks are on Vectors.
Yeah, the gully empty.
There's only about 2 companies I'm aware of that makes those trucks.
Yeah, they use Vector over here as well.
Like I said, there's only a couple of companies that make them, so Vector is one of the most popular. So everybody, in the industry sees them, they call them Vectors.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
In fact, they just went by my house about 2 hours ago on the street. They suck up all the leaves and stuff,
Yeah, I said different variations for different uses, but that frame, it holds, I want to say, I know it's over 100. I think it's 800 gallons, and the side tanks, the silver side tanks, hold over 800 gallons of water. And then the big white tank is where all the debris goes into.
Yeah.
What the means to say is they may have them over here, but they don't use them, right? So as our drains are fucked.
Yeah.
They mostly use them as gully emptiers now.
Yeah. So they finally got all my electronics squared away. I got a phone. I was getting kind of comfortable. My phone never rang because it wasn't working. Because all of our internet cabling goes to the phones, then split off to the computer. And I come to find out it's because I had an older Cat 5 cable, and I guess these phones require you to use a Cat 6E cable. That's about it.
So have you been flying in your drones at all?
I haven't flown probably since last month. I think it was September. I was supposed to have a job at a Walmart facility a week ago, and I show up at the site, go inside, introduce myself, show my letter of authorization from Walmart, and come to find out the facility is a third-party facility who does distribution work for Walmart. And they said, no, Jose, go away. So I had to walk away. And I hate when that happens, because
you're going to bill Walmart, right?
Well, like I said, it goes back to the guys who contacted me, the company contacts me, and what they usually do is on the next job, they cut me a higher pay.
Okay.
And which I like that. They try to take care of the pilots and stuff because it's not their fault. Somebody through the Walmart chain, to the third party chain, didn't get the memo about me coming out and doing this work.
Mhm.
So, you know, they try to, take care of us pilots as best they can, but it's frustrating. And lucky it was only about 15 minutes from my house, so that wasn't a big issue for the travel. I'd hate to have to travel several hours and have that happen. I'd be highly upset.
Mm.
And that's why I tell a lot of, these guys, I said, when you do this for business wise, you have to ask yourself, do you want to be a road warrior? And you have situations like this that can occur. And now you wasted time, a lot of time driving back and forth, like I say, fuel. And that's what a lot of guys talk about, well, what about my fuel costs, all this kind of stuff. I say, well, if you want to stake out your area and concentrate that area, that might be more beneficial to you, so you don't feel like you are out of pocket as much when you run a situation like this.
Yeah.
I mean, like I tell a lot of people, I don't go into LA County, and I very rarely ever go down into Orange County and those areas for that reason. I says, to go down there, that kind of traffic and everything else, and then have something like this occur, I'd be very upset about the whole situation.
Well, yeah, the traffic jams would just be terrible,
Yeah, yeah. And especially as you get in this time of year, now you're talking about your window of opportunity is a lot smaller. Because
Yeah.
I mean, basically, because I say in the mornings it's overcast, so you're talking about not being able to fly something until around 11 a.m. about noon. And if you're driving into LA or Orange County, you're driving right in, and when a lot of people are going to try to get out by the time you finish the job, because you'll be leaving out around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So for me, that might be a 3-hour trip coming home.
Oh, man. Now, depending upon where it is, Dre, do you build all of that traffic and snarl and stuff into the pricing structure? Or what?
Well, like I said, it's hard to do that when you do contract work, because it's not like they're approaching me individually, but you do what I call 1099 work. They tell you this is what the job is. You have the option of either saying yes or no to the job.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. You know what your cost is, so it's at a reasonable cost that you can absorb. You say, okay, yeah, I mean, like they turn around and said they had 2 jobs way out in the lower desert, about 2.5, 3 hours away. I'm like, no, that's just way out in the desert, and the area they want me to go in is notorious for weed farms and stuff like that. I said, no, I'm not into that kind of stuff. And that's just on personal safety issues. Because out there, you don't know who you're gonna run into and what they're capable of doing to you. So like I said, there's a lot of different factors you gotta look into what you feel comfortable with. Now, if I was working with a 2-man crew, I might feel a little more comfortable because then I have somebody to watch my back.
Yeah.
There's a lot of walking there, Dominic.
Yep. It's all happening down here, I tell you.
I mean, is your regular walk, or are you just getting to your normal spot? You usually sit down and enjoy yourself for a bit.
Well,
No.
he's got to check on his girls.
Okay.
How many girls you got out there on the road?
Oh, many, yeah. No, this is a regular walk. It's just that because the time difference is now 1 hour later, I've already done this sometimes by the time I get on here.
Oh, okay. So, do you guys do a time change, or you just because
No, we did one.
No, it's it's usually what I do, but
Mhm.
as I said, the time difference changes everything because you've gone, America has gone back an hour, so that pushes me an hour forward.
But you went forward an hour because you as well. So
What was that?
you went forward an hour as well.
Yeah, we went forward an hour probably about 3
A
or
month
4 weeks
ago?
ago. Yeah,
Oh, wow. So you guys went forward and we went back.
yeah. So there's now a 2 hour difference.
Yeah, now I get what you're saying more. I didn't know you guys went forward. I thought you guys went back like we did.
Yeah, they do. They spring forward and fall back. You got to remember, it's their springtime.
Yeah, ours gets we go forward in first week of October, and then there's a series of England goes backward and America goes backward. They fall back, both of them.
Yeah.
So that adds 2 hours.
Yeah,
to me.
we got back first because America want to copy us.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Our clocks went back a week before yours did.
mhm.
And then we go forward last Sunday in March.
Yeah, we go backward. I think the first Sunday in April, I think it is.
Yeah.
And everything drops back a couple of hours.
Yeah, that first week of our clocks going forward, yeah, that throws everything everywhere.
Yeah.
I can't say I didn't learn something today because I thought everybody fell back.
No, we do it in our springtime, and our springtime is your fall, autumn.
Mm-hmm.
So when the northern hemisphere go forward, the southern hemisphere go backwards.
Mm.
Not entirely. We've got 2 states in Australia that don't observe it.
Yeah, but they're idiots. We'll forget them. Matt lives in one, doesn't he?
Well, that seems to sum up Queenslanders.
Yeah. Doesn't Matt live in one?
Trying to give a bit of a dig there.
Yeah.
No, Queenslanders are great. I love them.
Well, America have got a few states that don't do it either, haven't they?
Arizona's one of them. I know that.
Yeah.
I got caught out.
Yeah, Arizona doesn't do time changes at all.
Yeah. I found that out the hard way.
Which, when you travel, that makes it kind of difficult to figure it out,
Oh, time zones is a thing that I discussed for the best part of an hour yesterday with a couple of people.
Do not have anything else you could have talked about?
And what the couple in the UK that were on the discussion I had yesterday. We had a couple in the UK and a couple from America that just couldn't get their head around the whole time zone thing.
Right, I've got to ask the question. How on earth, at this moment in time, have you got someone in the UK talking about clocks going back and forward and not about the weather? Because that's the only subject that seems to be going on at the moment, the weather.
Yep, let's talk about the weather.
Yeah, today was weird. It's bonfire night and it didn't rain. Well, it rained this morning, but it didn't rain this afternoon.
Was it bonfire night? Because I think I only heard about 4 fireworks.
Oh, yeah, going off all blooming evening here. They're just
Yeah, but
just
could that not
stopped
have yeah, but that might have been down to the new supply of drugs coming into town.
now.
Yeah.
No, a lot of places had the bonfires at weekend, and some will have them next weekend, I suppose. So,
Yeah.
Although, really, I don't think anyone should have fireworks this weekend.
no,
It's
because
Remembrance Weekend.
Remembrance Weekend, yeah.
So I don't think they should be doing it. Because someone's going to be having a remembrance silence and some knob is going to set a firework off.
Yep.
You know, like when you go to football and everybody falls silent, and you'll
Yep.
get that one voice that'll go, ah! And everybody goes, shut up! Right?
Yep,
And the whole
yep.
fucking silence is ruined.
Yep.
Instead of just
We
letting
have
it
that a
go,
couple of times.
yeah, instead of just letting it go and deal with the fucker afterward. Oh, are we letting him in?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
I
Yeah,
have
no,
to check-
yeah,
I
no.
have to check these days because he was talking about some mansion earlier.
Mm.
Well, he said we had a modest 26-bedroom house in Vegas. It wasn't much, but it was all he had. I think he was talking about his doll's house, you know, little Barbie house and stuff.
Oh, it's a luxury.
Yeah, it was 26 shoe boxes next to each other in the road.
Do I have to recite the 4 Yorkshiremen, do I?
Good evening, Justin.
Yeah, that's it. You were lucky.
Okay. Way back in 5.
Look, the shoebox luxury.
Do what?
It's a Monty Python sketch.
Yeah, was talking about your comment, the modest 26-bedroom house.
Yeah, I was small. I only had 2 butlers.
And did they serve Ken and Barbie well?
They serve what well?
Served Ken and Barbie.
There's a lot of crickets I just dumped in there. It's all right, bro. You're gonna be eating for like till tomorrow.
You talking to me?
No, I was talking to my bearded dragon. I dumped too many
You know,
crickets. in
Sorry,
his food.
say, son.
Ask him about his new pet.
I heard you were talking about he had a python or something.
Oh,
or
he had a
some little
small snake, but then he
snake.
let the snake go and he went and bought a bearded
No.
dragon.
Hold on. You just screwed the whole story. I found a snake outside. I was gonna keep it, so I went and bought a bunch of stuff for it. Well, then one of the kids was fucking with it on my desk when I wasn't home, and it got loose in the house.
Hey, Frank.
Stop right there. How the hell did the snake get loose? It's already
Because
loose.
the kids aren't
It's not
afraid to
like you-
pick
it's not like you
snakes
have a
up.
leash on it.
Oh,
Because this thing was like literally the size of a pencil, Dre. It was really small. It's a ring snake. They're
Right,
very tiny
right.
snakes. But
Dre,
the kids
you
aren't
didn't
afraid
get
to pick
loose.
them up.
Dre, he didn't let loose. His belly dropped over the top of it.
But anyway, they got loose. And so then I went back to the pet store and I was like, well, I don't want to return all this stuff. I want to get a pet. So I ended up getting a
Mhm.
bearded dragon. And then 2 days after that, I was walking over on my side of the bed and a pillow had fallen on the floor. And there was a snake curled up on the pillow. So I picked him up,
So,
and handed him to my son. And took him
just
back
have to
outside.
we have to point a couple of inaccuracies in this story.
Well, I'm just trying to
Justin.
figure out why is it called a bearded dragon? Does it appear in a ZZ Top video or something?
No, I want to question Justin on the inaccuracies, right? This is Justin, Mister. Tidy that up, clean desk, everything, yeah. And he reckons a pillow fell on the floor, and it must have been down there for 2 days for that snake to be on there. Yeah, what's going on, Justin?
No, I think it was under my bed is where it was at the whole time. But he was so tiny though. I walked over to my side bed. I said, "Oh, there you are." And I grabbed him and picked him up, and I handed him to my son. He grabbed him in his hand and took him outside and just tossed him. So,
He went, "Here, son, grab my snake."
but he was. They're not aggressive though, and like I said, my kids are not afraid to pick up shit like that.
That's it. He brought him into the house. It got lost. And when he found him, he says, "Oh, there you are. Right, out you go."
Yeah, you're a victim.
Well, if I put him in with the bearded dragon, he would have fucking ate him.
Yep.
Survival of the fittest.
Those bearded dragons are fucking quick when they decide to take off.
Well, you said the other day the bearded dragon was sitting on your shoulder in your office.
He does. He sits on my shoulder. But if he
Mhm.
decides to take off running, they're quick. Unless they're on like a hardwood floor, then they slide around. It's kind of funny.
What do you think, Dre?
He's trying to start a carnival. You got a bearded dragon, you got snakes going on. All he needs is source water, but oh, I forgot, that's Justin.
He's
No, but check this out, Dre. They had ball. I was gonna get a ball python, but Sarah was already against me having that little one. But they had them on sale for $50.
She doesn't
Plus,
need
I
another
would-
one.
Normally they're about 100, 150, and I could have got another 20% discount on top of that.
I mean, honestly, we've all had digs at him, and he's not taken the bait on any of them.
and the
Nope.
bearded dragon's name
Too
is
tired for that. The
Justin.
bearded dragon's name is Dave. Or
Be-
fucking hold on, I'm having a damn thinking of
Sir
kids' names.
Alexander something.
Captain Jack Sparrow,
no.
Sir Alexander something.
well, he's calling him Blackbeard.
Oh God, it's been such a long day today.
Mm.
I was going through tons of kids' lists of names, trying to reorganize stops.
So anyway, that's the menagerie that that Justin has at his house.
Yeah, plus I've been dealing with work too. Oh God, it's been hectic.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't go back and get the python.
No. Sarah made it very clear I couldn't have one.
Mm.
Hey, Dre, what would your wife say if you showed up with a bearded dragon and a python?
He said, let me know when it's gone, I'll move back in. My wife do not play with wildlife. You don't care what it is.
No, it's Sir Douglas Alexander. Or
Sir
Doug.
Douglas
Douglas
Alexander,
Alexander, yeah.
name of the bearded dragon.
Yeah,
I couldn't
okay.
think of it. I
I can
heard
hear that
Alexander.
call. Justin's out in the backyard. Here's the Douglas Alexander. Here's the Douglas Alexander. Is Alexander?
TJ turns up.
Yeah.
You see TJ talking to me?
Mm-hmm. With a box of cereal under his arm.
Now, what does the bearded dragon eat? What do you feed him?
Eats crickets, any pretty much like horned worms. And then he also eats greens like actual greens, lettuce. He can eat fruit, but very occasionally. You're not supposed to feed him a lot of fruit. Try to stay away from acid.
How big is he, Justin?
He's about 4 or 5 inches long.
Oh, so he's not a
Yeah.
big, not a big crawly around the house.
No, he'll get big though. They get up to 2 feet.
Well, that'll be a trip when you take him for a bus ride with you with them kids.
I could take him.
Tell us, who the hell is Sir Douglas Alexander?
I don't know. Sarah came up with the name.
I mean, I know we have now got a Sir David Beckham.
I was just about to say Sir David Beckham
Well, he got knighted.
and
Yeah.
Lady Spice Girl.
for his
Bonus sure calm down.
contributions to football and charity.
Hmm.
Hey, Justin, here,
What?
talk to Justin. This is my tenant from upstairs.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Tell him what you just told me.
I used to have 3 pythons and 3 bearded dragons.
I love snakes.
I had a spider snake too.
she had a
Yay.
spider snake, whatever that is.
Okay, so Douglas Alexander is the Secretary of State for Scotland
Oh, okay.
at this moment in time. In fact,
Awesome.
he just looks like a bellend, but you know, well, he can't outweigh how he looks.
So
That's
Douglas
not
has, so Doug has a Scottish accent, huh?
Hmm.
Yeah, but does he look anything like this fucking weirdo?
Should have called it Buster Merriweather.
Well, he's got the nose of a bearded dragon.
Uncle Albert.
What's up, Brenda? Yodi Jen.
Thank God it's not Prince Albert.
All right, guys, I gotta bounce off here.
No
Probably-
worries. See you, Dre.
The
All
most
right.
Later, Ray. Have a good one.
Good evening.
one of the most famous beards on television.
Mm.
I didn't know that she used to like to have those kind of animals upstairs, but
Did she have him when she was living there, though?
no,
Oh,
when she was younger. No, she got cats up there now.
Oh, okay. Good.
David, what are you going to get, a bearded dragon for Tanya or what?
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 Who?
Who?
Tanya.
Well, Tanya says that you ought to get Laura a bearded dragon.
Who the bloody hell's Tanya?
That's my tenant. She was just here.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, no, I'm not buying her a bearded dragon. And two, right? I think it's safe to say no bearded dragons coming through that door because Laura will set fire to the place.
Oh, really? Well, what? How would something like that get along with the birds?
They would eat them. Or
It wouldn't eat the bird. It wouldn't eat the birds. The birds would eat that
Ah,
because the birds are going to pack mentality and would just attack it. They may end up with a few injuries, but I think the birds will come out on top
Hmm.
just because of the pack mentality.
Mm.
No, bearded dragons are actually very sweet animals. They're not aggressive.
Well, I suppose they are sweet if you cook them with sugar.
They can be aggressive in the
point.
wild, but
You try telling the crickets they're not aggressive.
Yeah. The poor little crickets is minding their own business, and suddenly it's like, shit, we're trapped with
it's our own Jason Voorhees in the cage.
You know what? I need to find the cricket now and give it steroids and then send it over to Justin.
Yep.
Put it in the cage, and all of a sudden Justin just sees the cricket grabbing hold of the bearded dragon and going, bam, bam, bam. Take that, you bitch. Bam. Bearded dragon up against the glass. Let me out, you fuckers.
Oh, he'll be at like, he could be at like 8 to 14 inches by the end of the year. They grow pretty quick. And they actually have pretty decent lifespans. They have like, I think it's up to 13 to 14 years in captivity.
Mm.
Yeah, the cockatoos are older than that.
It's about the same as a dog. Average lifespan of a dog.
Okay.
That can be anything from 10 to 20 years, depending on the dog.
Mm.
Wait, Amy, how old are you? That's right. That zebra finch in there. He's 12 years old, so
Oh, okay.
They're only supposed to live till they're 7.
Wow.
But his dad lived till he's 19.
Jeez.
Well, animals can have a completely different lifespan depending on wild or captivity too. You know, there's some animals that might have like a 3 to 4 year, but all of a sudden you put them in captivity and they could be 10, 15 years
Mm.
because they're not exposed to all the predators and
Mm.
different things like that.
Oh, Dominic, if you get time, check the Preston goal out today by Thierry Small.
Okay.
He just literally hits it top corner. Bam.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you kind of give it to the Welsh. We beat
Mm.
Borussia Dortmund 4-1.
Yes.
I didn't catch that whole conversation. Dre's heading on vacation.
Mind you, I think our under-19s got beat by Borussia Dortmund 3-0 or something.
Mm.
And Chelsea won and Newcastle won
Mm.
because it was all European matches tonight.
Okay.
Not all European.
Well,
Preston played.
yeah.
We're 4th in the table now.
First division, the Premiership was European.
Tell you what, we're scoring some stunning goals this season.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. You know it's good when the goalkeeper just stands there and goes, no goalkeeper saving that.
Mm.
Although he
Chel-
tried.
Chelsea drew 2-2. Newcastle beat Athletic Club 2-0.
Yeah. So it's one of them shots. If the goalkeeper saves it, it's a worldie. If it goes in, it's a worldie. I'm not looking forward to goal of the season.
So Dre was talking about going to staying at his timeshare. Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He's doing that.
He's going to the Vegas meetup.
Yeah, for the Vegas meetup.
Yeah, I remember him saying something about a timeshare before.
Yeah.
Question. If I 3D printed an object that was hollow, do you reckon it'd be pretty solid? Or do you reckon it'd be flimsy?
Depends on what you're using it for.
It's a model of a rock.
Mm.
But I don't want to do the infill because the infill is going to just...
Well, what are you using it for, though?
I've got to send it in the post to someone.
I mean, well, you gotta find out what they're using it for. If they're just using it as decoration and nothing's really gonna be touching it, then it should be all right.
It's going on a tour of the world.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Then you might want to just make the walls a little thicker.
That's what I was thinking, doing the wall loops 3 times instead of 2.
So they're going to bring out the tour dates?
Why
What's
is there
that?
3D printed rock going on a world tour?
It's somebody on TikTok called the Pet Rock, and he had a picture of a rock. So I turned it into a human, into like a cartoon character, and made it into a 3D model.
And they want you to print it for them?
Yeah, I've already printed it.
As you do.
Full infill. See, the smaller versions, I don't mind doing the infill, but this one is like the biggest the 3D printer will print.
Well, it depends on how they're carrying it too. If they're putting it in a suitcase with no box or anything like that, I don't know. Maybe you could print a nice little 3D box for it to go into. I don't know. Just an idea.
I'm not sure I can print a box for it because
Either Either
It
that or
literally takes up the whole bed.
wait, what?
Takes up the whole print bed.
Oh,
Oh.
I was
That's
thinking of
it, right.
mattress.
So,
I was like,
Jesus.
God damn.
It's going to take up the whole bed.
Putting that thing in
Yeah.
sections.
Shit.
Well, I would just tell them,
Why do you need 2 tickets for this?
I don't know. When you said bed, I was just thinking of mattress. I was like,
Yeah.
good God, that's fucking huge.
That's what.
No.
No, that's what I thought.
Well, the only thing you could really do is print it with a little thicker walls and just grab onto it and kind of squeeze it a little bit and see how sturdy it is.
South End, true.
If it feels pretty sturdy, just tell him to make sure he puts it in a little cardboard box or something whenever he goes somewhere.
Like I said,
Or maybe
normally
some
2
bubble wrap.
normally 2 walls is pretty sturdy, isn't it?
Well, depends on how thick those walls are. I have no idea.
Maybe I could pause the print just before it fills the head and fill it up with concrete.
Yeah.
It's going to be expensive shipping. I hope you're shipping
Make it out
local.
of some. Make it out of cement.
Just to see his face when he goes to pick it up. What the?
Goes to put it on his carry-on, sir. This is way too heavy. Did you guys see a UPS plane that crashed? Whoa.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
about
Dude,
it.
I saw I've been seeing like camera views from all different angles.
Mm.
One guy was in his truck in that
Yeah.
trucking yard, sitting like maybe 150 yards from where all the shit exploded.
Mm.
Just
Hey,
chilling in
Jordan.
his truck.
I mean, it was carrying what 260 gallons of fuel or something stupid,
Mm.
and then
I probably would have.
and then hit a petroleum recycling center.
Yeah.
I would say probably a couple thousand gallons of fuel. As
Well,
big as
it
that
only-
explosion was.
It'd only just taken off.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
explosion was helped by the recycling center it hit because
Because a small plane can hold a couple hundred gallons, like a little 4-seater plane.
Yeah, this was an MD-11, so
Yeah, you're
lot,
talking about
pretty
a couple thousand gallons at least.
yeah. To say it's basically the it was the upgraded version of the DC-10.
Yeah. No, that was a crazy, man. I don't know if anybody died in that trucking yard.
Mm.
I didn't see nothing
9
on it.
people
But
died in the end, weren't it?
Nine
that-
people died.
was that just
and there's-
crewmen?
No,
don't
3 on
know.
the plane.
Oh, so
Because
must
there
have been
was-
people in that yard
On the
then.
ground, yeah.
There was also 12 people unaccounted for.
At least
Jesus
9
Christ.
injured and 11 left injured as UPS cargo plane crashed while taking off.
Mm.
And there was no stopping it too, because he was about to take off, and all of a sudden you see this big fireball out the back side of it.
Mm.
38,000 gallons of fuel it had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, because there was like a small nuclear explosion across that
Mm.
yard.
Yeah, but it was like that, and then it hit a petroleum recycling center, which is also flammable.
Mm.
Well, and you got to think too, if you see the camera footage from the guy that was sitting in his diesel,
Mhm.
and like I said, he was only a couple hundred yards from where it hit. There was a bunch of trucks there that you saw get engulfed in flames. That's even more fuel and shit right
Mm.
there. Bunch of trailers. There was a bunch of trucking trailers, all kinds of shit. And who knows what was in those things?
Mm.
He probably got the best camera angle because he was so close to it.
Just
And he-
imagine all those people getting their tracking notifications. It was on its way.
Yeah, well, that's shit. That's probably what
This is what the BBC is showing.
probably a few
Oh, man.
thousand packages, if not more, in there.
This is a huge fireball caused by a plane crashing in Kentucky. Moments before, one of its engines appears to be on fire. Then the UPS cargo plane hits the ground. This dashcam footage we verified shows the fireball from up close after impact.
Was that the guy in his truck?
Officials
Yeah.
say the blaze was caused by the large amount of fuel on board at the start of the plane's journey to Hawaii, more than 4,000 miles away. This is the path it took from Louisville International Airport yesterday. It crashed shortly after takeoff at around 5:15 p.m. local time. Buildings
Yeah.
near the airport were also hit, including an auto parts business and a fuel recycling site. Thick plumes of smoke engulfed the surrounding area in the aftermath.
Mm.
The cause of the crash is still being investigated.
Oh, and the thing is too, is like that.
This is
Man,
a cruise
that's
fireball.
if they didn't play with the guy's audio, because if they would have, that dude was like, "Holy fuck!" and he jumps out of the truck and takes off running.
So, yeah,
Imagine how loud that
I do
was.
like
too.
how they always finish the ending. They're still looking into the cause of the plane crash. You started the video with the plane taking off, it be already on fire. I'm assuming that's what caused the crash.
Yeah, but then see, the thing is, you're not going to get no report on that thing for probably at least a year, because they're going to take all the plane pieces, they're going to take it into a warehouse somewhere, lay it all out, and then they're going to try to figure out what part failed in the engine and why. And that's a long, drawn out process.
And then they're going to find a DJI drone battery in the back in a little box. Oh, that's it. That was it.
Yeah.
But you got to think too, man, that they're going to have to determine what's car parts, what's airplane parts, because they hit a bunch of fucking trucks. So that's going to be a hell of a cleanup.
And it was a cargo plane, so.
And it hit an auto parts store too.
Yeah, hit an auto parts store, and it was a cargo plane.
Yeah.
It took out a whole street, didn't it?
And it was headed for Hawaii, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Dude, it looked like it took
Honolulu.
2 or 3 football fields worth of shit out. Like, it was a pretty big fireball. It almost looked like it was
Jim.
like that area was carpet bombed, is what it looked like. Because you see one explosion, then another one, then another one, another one. And it was all in one big row, like a big line.
You would hate to be in one of them in a car, you know. Just put the radio on. Fireball.
That's
Let's
wild.
go.
Was it Dusty that told us that that plane was flying around
Congratulations, Jim.
Colorado because its wheels won't come down? What happened to that?
I didn't hear nothing about that.
It's still going.
I have no idea. There's manual ways. I think there's like a manual way of putting the landing gear down if the hydraulics fail. I have no idea. I didn't hear nothing about that. Because if that happened right around that plane crashing, that pretty much got all the news. So
It was a few days ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have no wheels. We recommend you put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye.
but the NTSB is going to be at least a year before they come out with an official report.
Normally, though, if the wheels fail, don't they normally head for shallow water?
I have no
Try
idea.
and glide it.
Like I said, I think there's a manual way of putting landing gear down if it gets stuck in those big planes, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to be able to wind them down.
Yeah, because most of those big airliners have multiple fail safes. Like if one fails, like
Yeah, good
they
night,
have
Jim.
something else.
You okay?
Later, Jim.
Yeah. Pickle Wickle, you okay? We have to ask a question. How do you land if your landing gear fails?
Belly
Blodge.
You try and land on grass.
No, I know what you're going to do. You're going to try and pull hers out of the face again. Piss off.
There will be intermittent clouds with a high of 51 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 40 degrees.
Hey, David, you know what they're calling for on the weekend here?
No.
Ice and snow.
Oh,
Uh,
you know what I say? Keep it.
it's
Yep.
supposed to be really cold here on Tuesday, I think.
We're gonna send it to you, David.
Oh no, you're not. We're
Keep it
getting
up
a lot
there.
of stuff from Florida at the moment because of the way the jet stream is going.
Yeah, see, down starting Monday, it's going to be in the low 40s in the morning,
Yeah. It.
and it'll be in the low to mid 60s during the day, which will be nice. That to me, that's nice.
Oh, what's that? That's about 16
cold.
degrees, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it does.
13 is
Oh, it does. It's
57.
just 60 to say.
Yeah. Because that's basically the temperature we've had for the last 3 or 4 days. It's
Yeah.
supposed to warm up here.
17. We got 17 today. Well, tomorrow. 16, 16, 15, 13, 13.
Yeah, I'm up to dress warm on Monday. Tuesday I got off, but
Yeah.
Is it gonna be cold there on Monday?
yeah, Monday's it's going to be 42 in the morning, and so is Tuesday, and then it's gradually goes up into the 50s starting Thursday. But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will be in the 40s in the morning.
Wow.
Well,
But they didn't give us a 3-day weekend for Veterans Day, so we're taking Tuesday off.
Tuesday's Remembrance Day.
They were supposed to give
Wednesday.
us a 3-day weekend, but I'm assuming they weren't allowed to change it, I guess, because it was a federal holiday. So they ended up reverting back to we're just going to go to work Monday and have Tuesday off.
Yeah, we just had a public holiday on a Tuesday. So our horse race. 100,000 people were there.
And then make it one more week after that, and then freaking Thanksgiving starts.
Yeah.
I have 9 days off.
Oh, well done.
And it's early release that Friday too, so even better.
Yep.
Ah, Brenda said boo.
Boo. Okay.
She don't like the cold.
Well, she can always come down here.
She likes weather like you do, Dominic. She likes that hot ass humid weather.
Hmm. I'm not big on humidity, but I like heat.
You like
If I-
you like the warmth, but not the moisture, right?
Yeah. That's why I wouldn't live in Queensland.
A lot worse there.
Yeah. Darwin is even worse. It's like 92, 93, and the humidity is in the 90s for best part of 3 months.
I'll tell you what, it's been nice outside the last couple days, the last 3 days.
right.
I wish.
It's just been
Why-
perfect.
We
Why
had
on
one good
YouTube?
day.
Why is Paul looking blurred on YouTube? In fact, he's looking blurred on there as well.
His
Yeah.
camera's not focusing.
86 and 96.
Because he looks blurry to me too.
Oh, that's
There you
better.
It's slowly focusing.
That's better, you see.
That's better.
Yeah. Now it is.
I was just about to have a big rant about YouTube and its settings again when I realised Paul even on here was blurred.
Latrobe Street. Change here for 30 circle and bus services along Lonsdale Street.
Yeah, but at least you don't have to go outside, Brenda.
Mm.
You don't have to get up and go to work in the morning, so you can stay in the house all toasty warm.
Yep.
Oh, I just have to get up in the morning. Because we don't.
Yesterday, it was really cold yesterday morning. It was like 48 or something, or it was in the high 40s when I got to the bus.
Hey, Mark, you know that company by Michelle Malone that was told had to pay 148 million back to the government? Yeah. I think the chances of us seeing that money back is zero because they owe the tax man 39 million.
I'm going to jump off here. I'll catch y'all later.
Catch you
Okay.
later.
Justin?
Hey, see you later.
Yeah, usually about now we start thinking about closing it down.
Winding it down.
It's way past 11.
Yeah, it's what, almost midnight there?
No, 20 past 11.
20, well,
Laura, the birds were you?
Dominic,
Would have been.
it's morning there, right, Dominic?
Oh,
It is
sorry,
20
Steve.
past 10.
20 minutes after 10 o'clock a.m.
Yep.
Debates. Do I smash the living room up and rebuild it?
Why not? Gives you something to do, at least.
Yeah, but Laura doesn't like my idea.
I know. Well, she's the
I
boss.
want to line all the birds up along one wall so I can keep them warm.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to call it. Thanks for being here, David.
Yeah,
Mark.
check you all later.
Dominic, have a
Bye-bye.
good one.
Yeah.
We'll see
Goodbye.
you again tomorrow.